When asked, is there going to be a season this year, Billy Hunter gave an answer. I'm still trying to figure out if it was a yes or a no or a maybe. It is what it is at this point. And we now bring in SI.com's legal analyst, Michael McCann. Michael, there's been a whole lot of talk about the union perhaps decertifying. If you could explain the difference between this antitrust action, this disclaimer of interest, and decertification in layman's terms for the viewers at home.
Sure, Rick. So decertification is a more comprehensive process that requires a wait of 45 to 60 days. Disclaimer of interest, on the other hand, is a less formal process that enables the Players Association to essentially walk away from the players, and players could then file an antitrust lawsuit. So both mechanisms allow the filing of an antitrust lawsuit. Decertification is more comprehensive. Disclaimer of interest allows the immediate lawsuit. The downside for the Players Association, though, is that when the NBA argues that the players aren't bargaining in good faith and that they're disclaiming interest just to file an antitrust litigation, the players are going to be susceptible to that argument. So they do get to file the immediate lawsuit. The downside, though, is that it looks like they're trying to walk away from the union in order to file that lawsuit instead of bargaining faithfully.
Now, some people at home, and me included, say, what do you mean walk away from the union? Explain how that works. Explain how in the players' minds, this would be a good decision.
Well, the players are thinking we can walk away from the union. The union can walk away from us. The benefit of disclaimer of interest is that it allows us to reverse that process relatively easily. With decertification, on the other hand, it requires a voting process. It requires approval by the National Labor Relations Board. So the players are thinking, in a sense, we can file an antitrust lawsuit, but also get back to the bargaining table really quickly if we want to. But as great as that sounds, the difficulty, though, is that the NBA is going to say to the National Labor Relations Board and also to a court that the union isn't bargaining in good faith, that what they're trying to do is use antitrust law to sue owners and to reach a settlement that way, that's not consistent with the goals of labor law.
Okay, Michael, fantastic explanation. Let me ask you this. You mentioned get back to the bargaining table. It is, and Billy said that the collective bargaining process has broken down. Is there a possibility in a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks that, Billy and Derek and David and Adam and their executive committees get back face-to-face at the bargaining table, or will this basically be in the hands of attorneys from here on out?
So it will be in the hands of attorneys, but the attorneys can act as proxies for all of the people you just mentioned. Like in the NFL, the antitrust litigation was a device to get the parties together to keep talking. Even though they were in the midst of antitrust litigation, they were still able to talk through the litigation, and I suspect the same thing will happen now. This doesn't mean the season necessarily is over, but it's certainly a dramatic step, and it certainly makes the season less likely to happen.
I understand. So, in other words, this morning compared to right now, the 2011-12 NBA season became in much more jeopardy. Would you say that?
Absolutely.
That is not good news. Now, let me ask you this. They mentioned the name David Boyce. He was a part of the legal process with the NFL during their lockout, and obviously that was resolved. Jeff Kessler, a name we've heard a lot, involved with the Players Union as the attorney for them. What does David Boyce bring to this? And he's a new name to this process, so tell some people what you know about David Boyce.
Yeah, so David Boyce is probably one of the most celebrated litigators in the United States, certainly over the last 15 to 20 years. He was involved with Bush v. Gore back in 2000 on an election that, of course, we know resulted in President Bush rather than President Gore. He was also involved in representing the NFL and in the decertification lawsuit with the players. This is somebody who is a major league lawyer. This is a seasoned litigator who is used to high-profile cases and who will certainly bring a lot to the table. To get him representing the players is certainly a benefit to the players.
Michael, fantastic job, man. We really appreciate it. We'll be checking with you soon, maybe later today, maybe down the line.
You got it. Thanks.
All right, Michael McCann, we appreciate him, SI.com's legal analyst. We want to encourage you to stay tuned to NBA TV throughout the day. We're not done updating you, the basketball fan, on what's going on. NBA.com's David Aldridge and Steve Ashburner on that website, and also here with the updates. And we'll have player reaction as it comes in throughout the day right here on NBA TV. Thanks for watching.